and welcome to the Rest is Football with Alan Shearer and me, Gary Lineker. No, Micah Richards. He's always busy, Alan. He's always gallivanting here and there.
Gallivanting somewhere again.
Well, we've had the first round of fixtures for the Champions League. We're recording this on Thursday morning, worth pointing out, because there's a big game tonight at the Toon.
Yeah, massive. What a game for Newcastle that will be. I'm hopeful that they'll do all right and get something out of the game. It certainly will not be easy for Barca, I don't think.
By the time people listen to this, you'll know the result. So hopefully those words don't come back to that.
Just remember Tino's hat-trick from 1997.
Tino
Asprilla. Yeah, he had scored a great hat-trick against Barca back then in the Champions League as well. So let's hope for something similar tonight.
Yeah, it's been an interesting start. Mostly pretty good for the Premier League clubs, with the exception of Chelsea, who had a tough one at Bayern Munich. Should probably start with last night's game, Liverpool, because what a remarkable start to the season they've had. They've scored a winning goal in all 5 games from the 89th minute after.
It's unbelievable. Is that a good thing, or is that a cause for concern, do you think?
It's definitely not a bad thing, is it? A bad thing is conceding a goal in each game to cause you a defeat. So if you win, I think it's good because it gives you an uplift. And it's also the start of the season where you're feeling your way. They've got new players coming in. So I think they'll be delighted. It might show up that they've got one or two issues, perhaps, that we've talked about, haven't we, Alan? And tactically, in terms of working inverts into the side, and they've not quite got the balance yet. And they've been a bit more vulnerable defensively, haven't they, than they have been?
Yeah, I thought they did really well, actually, for the first maybe half an hour or so. I thought there was an energy about the game, and they started the game well. Got the Salah's goal was fantastic. Isak started, which was a bit of a surprise after not being involved at all at the weekend, and then him starting. But then after that, I think you got to give great credit to Atletico, because they sort of came right back into the game. And Simeone was absolutely raging towards the end, wasn't he? Got his red card because he had some spat with fans behind the dugout. I think his gripe was that they were abusing him all game, and he went back afterwards and and said something or whatever, and there was a bit of an altercation. He got a red card, so they were a bit unlucky. But for Liverpool, another win, another late goal. It can't continue, and it won't continue. No. But 5 games with late goals, and some of them, 95th minute or so. That will have to change, but I suppose their mentality and everything else you've got to admire, because they keep going and keep pushing and are continuing to get those late goals.
What a header from Virgil van Dijk. He was wrestling with a guy the whole match, wasn't he? He was he wasn't even looking at the ball and blocking. And there again, we'll get inconsistencies with this, because sometimes you'll get a penalty and most of the time you won't. But, blimey, it was a fantastic header.
Yeah, not only was it a great header, Gaz, you've just said it. I think, if you look at him and study him, and look at the strength and the determination and the balance and the position and all of those things. Yes, it's a great header, but all of those things are so impressive as well to allow him to get in the position to get the header away. Just everything about him wanting to get on the end of that ball, the desire to get on the end of it was the most impressive thing for me.
Even Sorloth could have equalised after that, couldn't he?
He could have, probably should have, yeah. It was a great ball in, and he had the full goal to aim at, and he put it straight down the middle, didn't he? So that was a big opportunity, even after Liverpool had scored the 3rd goal, Yeah,
it was a cracking game. Llorente scoring 2 again at Anfield. I remember I was at that game the last time he did it. After that, he had a dog and he called it Anfield.
I read that, I saw that. I didn't know whether that was truth or not. Is that right?
I believe it's true. Wow, yeah. I believe it's true. It looks like a kind of bulldog.
He's got a brilliant celebration as well. You're into the golf swing. He's got a nice smooth golf swing. Yeah, very good.
I don't know. I just think he probably hits it to the right a little bit. But you have your lucky grounds, don't you? And Anfield's certainly one of them. Overall, though, I think Liverpool are going to take some beating this season, and once their players settle in as well.
I think they're pretty strong all over the park. perhaps other than centre. If anything happens to Van Dijk, then that would be a concern. But I think if they can keep him fit and in that team, then all the other options have got. I mean, even Ekitike, who's had a great start to the season, he was left on the bench for Isak last night. So you'd have to feel a bit of sympathy for him. I just wonder whether if he knew the situation and then knew the scenario with Isak coming in, then whether he would have made the same decision or not, I don't know. But he's had a great start, so clearly he would have been disappointed not to start again.
It's interesting now because all the big teams, haven't they? They've got big squads when they're playing the Champions League now. And it is a good point. I wonder when he's about to sign for the club, they said, well, actually, we're also going to, go and get Isak.
Yeah, I know.
I suspect not. Do you?
No, well, I think there was something, wasn't there, before it came out about Isak, and obviously Newcastle said no. Then they went and got Ekitike, who Newcastle were already talking to. So I just wonder. I don't know. It's something to think about, I guess. But I think particularly with the start he's made and how impressive he's been in the goals, because I guess in a lot of the games that if Isak is fit, then he will start. Whether Ekitike goes to the left, which obviously isn't his favourite position, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, certainly will. Let's move on. Chelsea got beaten by 3-1, 2 goals for Harry Kane.
Incredible, isn't he?
Obviously, one of them was a penalty. The other was
brilliant finish.
Typical finish from Harry. So accurate, isn't he?
Oh, it's like unbelievable. I mean, I think he's got 10 goals in 6 games already this season.
Not bad, is it?
I mean, his penalty was just a great penalty, really confidently struck, and his finish, Chelsea shot themselves on the foot a bit by trying to play out. They got caught on the ball and they give it away, and you get it. If it finds him in the position that it did, then you're in trouble. And it did. It went through the defender's legs into the corner, keeper no chance, and that was basically game over. I know Cole Palmer had one disallowed after that, but not a great start for Chelsea in the Champions League. But that is always going to be a very, very tough game by and away. Yeah,
very difficult game. Cole Palmer again. I mean, lovely finish the first one, and the second one, if it had been given, he was marginally offside, wasn't he? But he looks like he's come back from that little glitch, a little injury at the start of the season, but he's a beautiful footballer. He really is.
His goal, I mean, the way he carried the ball and then got the ball back, but he made the finish look stupidly easy, which of course it wasn't. It just looked effortless. He just stripes it away into the corner of the goal. He looks impressive again, doesn't he, Cole Palmer?
Yeah. Interesting playing Reece James in the centre of midfield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he's done that before, though, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he has done. I mean, he's just such a versatile player, isn't he?
Mm. Yeah, he is, absolutely. He's a very talented player. Yeah, we know right back and how good he is, or wing back, and whipping those balls in as he did for England. But he's a very good player. I mean, the options that they've got there, particularly with some of the midfielders they've got at Chelsea as well, and playing him in midfield, yeah.
I do like Michael Elise. I know we watched him a lot at Crystal Palace, but he's really settled into life at Bayern Munich. He's so creative. And
they've got some good forwards. I mean, Elise, Kane, Diaz. Yeah. They're not going to be a pushover Bayern this season in that competition.
You know, Chelsea's next game?
Go on.
Benfica.
Jose. Wow.
Jose's going back.
It looks that way, doesn't it? Yeah.
It looks very likely that it's going to happen. I've heard it's pretty close, so...
wow.
He'll always turn up somewhere. I don't know how many teams now he's gone back to Chelsea with, but it's been a few over the years.
Amazing. He'll go to Newcastle as well, because Newcastle have got Benfica at St James's Park as well, yeah. Yeah. So interesting. Another job for him.
Exactly. PSG have started where they left off in this competition last season. They absolutely demolished Atalanta. Great goal from Kvaratskhelia. I don't know whether you've seen it.
I haven't seen that. I've seen the result, Gary. I haven't seen the goals, but they'll be one of the favourites, PSG, without a doubt, because of the players that they've got and because of their success last season, and rightly so. And they've got off to a good start. 4-0, wasn't it?
Yeah, 4-0. Very easy, very comfortable, and they look in decent shape in terms of defending their trophy, but I think they'll be pushed maybe a little bit harder this season. Let's take a break and we'll discuss Tuesday night's games when we come back. This episode of The Rest is Football is powered by NordVPN. With the new season underway, we're online more than ever. Premature fantasy wildcards, ticket hunts, transfer gossip, usually on Wi-Fi you probably shouldn't trust. And judging by the headlines, it's not just football fans turning to VPNs at the moment. Lads, any close calls so far?
Couple. I mean, when we're doing a fantasy football in the pub, I didn't get any team together, midfielders in, attackers in, defence. But most importantly, the captain, making sure nobody can see my captain's choice.
Yeah, it's generally pretty predictable, I would say, though.
Well, I keep refreshing my phone in terms of the transfer gossip that's around as well.
Yeah, that's where NordVPN comes in. It hides your IP, encrypts your data, and keeps everything you do online private, even on public or hotel Wi-Fi. No tracking, no snooping, no hackers, no people seeing your captain. Think of it like keeping a clean sheet online. Secure, private, sorted. To get the best discount off your NordVPN plan, go to nordvpn.com/restisfootball. Our link will also give you 4 extra months on the 2-year plan. There's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The link's in the podcast episode description box. Welcome back to The Rest is Football with Alan Shearer and me, Gary Lineker. Good start for Tottenham. It wasn't a great game.
Cool.
The most important thing for them was the 3 points. It was a bizarre goal.
I did the core comms for Amazon, guys, and I was hoping for a great game, but it certainly wasn't that. But the Tottenham fans and Thomas Frank managing for the first time in the Champions League will not matter one bit to him or the fans or the players. It was about winning. They made hard work of it. They were gifted a goal after 4 minutes with a goalkeeper. I mean, how he chucked that one in. It was unbelievable. But, I think I'm right in saying City last season qualified with 11 points or through to the knockout stage with 11 points. So Spurs are sitting on 3 already. That's why I think it was hugely important. They just somehow had to win that game, and it didn't matter that they didn't play well. It was just about getting 3 points, and they have done. So that's a great start for them, considering that 11, probably 12 will be enough to get you through to the knockout stages.
Yeah, how was the atmosphere in there?
Yeah, it was very good, actually. There was great anticipation. It was a good... It's an unbelievable stadium. I know we keep saying it. It is right that Champions League football is in that great stadium.
Yeah. Anyone catch your eye in particular?
Not really, no. I mean, the 2 centre-halves had to work hard, Van de Ven and Romero again. And I do think if Spurs are going to have a good season, then it's key those 2 stay fit.
Yeah.
Because they're such an integral part to what they do. I mean, both of them at times had to put in a couple of great challenges. Van de Ven was involved in a decision which could have gone slightly different, maybe a red card, but ultimately I think it was the right decision in the end, late on in the game. But there wasn't anyone really that stood out for Tottenham. It was just one of those days where get through the game, get the points and move on without playing particularly well.
Villareal, they're not a bad side though.
Yeah, they're not a bad side, Gary, but they lacked
firepower.
Yeah, I had Nicola Pepe on the right, Buchanan on the left, Ayoze Perez and Mikataudzi had played. No, they didn't look a threat. I mean, they got into some good positions, but without having the threat of putting the ball in the net.
Very good start for Arsenal, I would say, because that's a tough place to go.
Yeah.
They also lost at home recently in La Liga as well, but it was a good performance from Arsenal. I mean, they weathered the storm, big atmosphere early on there. There's San Mamés, which is a brilliant place to play football. I think very professional-like performance from Arteta. And his subs work really well, obviously. And I think he was talking, wasn't he, his press conference now, every player's important. It's very, when they come on and they've got to do this and that and the other. So it's obviously he's trying to keep everybody happy there, which is, I suppose, one of the skills you need now as a coach with these enormous squads that they've got.
Absolutely. I think what that highlighted the other night for Arsenal is how strong they are, what they've got to come off the bench, which wasn't the case last season. I mean, when you bring in Martinelli, Trossard, who are very good players in their own right, if the game's not going the way you want it, players might be tired, and you've got quality coming off the bench, which Arsenal probably didn't have that firepower last season. So, and I think that highlighted where Arsenal are now. So that was a really impressive result to go there and get all 3 points and score 2 goals.
I think a lot of people were saying, a lot of critics, weren't they, about Arsenal, the fact they've not won anything for a few years now, that this needs to be that season for Mikel Arteta.
It has to be, doesn't it? I mean, they've finished...
Coming really close is not enough.
No, is it? I mean, once you get to that standard, then the next step is to go and win it, and that's what Arsenal have been lacking. And I guess that's why they've had such a big investment this summer is because you could see the firepower was lacking last season. That's what they missed. They missed strength and depth in those positions. Some quality for when Saka's out injured, because whether you like it or not, he does get injuries and he does miss games, and you need quality to come in and replace. And in forward positions, I mean, they had Martinelli and Trossard come on. They got Eze, they got Madueke, they got Saka, they got Gyökeres, they got Marino who can play up there. So yeah, they're really impressive in forward positions now, and there is no excuses now anymore for Arsenal. They have to win something this season, and Arteta knows that. He's not daft, is he? He's been around the block. He knows what the score is.
Of course, it'll also be encouraged, I think, Alan, by the way that the new signings have by and large settled in pretty well. I think Madueke in particular, I thought he was dangerous again. Last night he's a real threat. Eze's done some nice stuff since he arrived. Gyökeres has got his goals.
Zubimendi
he's a lovely footballer, really intelligent player. So the fact it looks like their recruitment's been good, because we all know how important recruitment is in football now. Whatever your budget, it's how you spend it. And if you spend it badly and make mistakes, you'll be punished. So I think he'll be hugely encouraged by that, Arteta, going into the rest of the season.
When you bring in that many in at a cost, then they have to settle in very quickly, and it looks as if everyone's done that. So that's a credit to him and to his staff for allowing them to go out and play and shine and do all those things. But they're in. I think they're in a really good place. Arsenal have made some astute, clever signings, and he's ready to challenge this season, I think, no doubt.
One of the teams that challenge this season will be Real Madrid. They got off to a winning start as well. A couple of Mbappe penalties reminded me of the World Cup final. They both went the same place. Keeper went the right way on both of them. Actually, I thought the second one, he could probably have saved it. It'll be a bit disappointing, but he started the season. I mean, nearly scored an overhead kick in the first few minutes.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, he's looking exceptionally sharp. He's very much taken to the number 9 role now.
I don't think he'll be far away from top scorer in this competition. I think with the goals that they're going to score, they'll go deep into the competition. So he's a good bet, I think, for top scorer. Felt a bit for Trent going off injured after a few minutes. Yeah, after a few minutes. Yeah, I hope he's all right. But
hamstring, isn't it?
Not a great start for him at Real Madrid, has it been? Hasn't been a great start for him, has it? No.
No, it's been tough, and that's the last thing he would have wanted. And I mean, the one thing is typical with football, isn't it, that you've got 2 players vying for a position. Obviously, the new signing, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Carvajal, and he's been rotating each game. And Carvajal gets himself sent off with his little head. But I don't know what's he think. I mean, he's 33 years old.
I was going to say that a guy of his experience. Yeah. What on earth is he doing that, man? It was like crazy madness.
I presume he'll get a 3-match suspension for that, and then Trent will be out for a few weeks. There's no question with the hamstring. And all of a sudden, you haven't got a right back. I suppose they'll get someone. I'll tell you what I like, Alan, is Arda Güler.
Yeah, good player.
I mean, he's really...
What a talent, yeah, really good, yeah. And only going to get better.
So we've seen most of the usual suspects. Are you about to fly off to...
I'm off to America in the next couple of hours, yeah. I'm about to fly. I go back on Sunday afternoon in time back home to watch the Arsenal City game. Flying visit.
Flying visit for the Premier League. Where is it? Kansas, isn't it?
It's in Kansas, yeah. There's no direct flight. It's like 8.5 hours to Chicago, 2 hour stop, 2 hour flight to Kansas. for just under 2 days.
The Wizard of Oz, isn't it? That's where that isn't it? Kansas, wasn't it?
Is it? All right, okay. And then back Sunday afternoon. Yeah. All right, yeah.
I think it was, if I remember right. Will you be in the air when Newcastle playing Barcelona?
Yeah, I'll just hope I'll be landing in and around the time the final whistle. I'm hoping that I might get it somewhere. No. I might get it on the plane somewhere. No Wi-Fi and all that, no?
Yeah, the Wi-Fi is good nowadays on the planes. You can get, but I'm not sure it's strong enough to get pictures of a game, is it?
I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I'll be texting you.
Let us know. Big game, that. I'll definitely be watching that one. Safe travels, Alan.
Cheers, thank you.
That's it for this episode. The rest is football. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me. Have a good weekend.